Hi viewers. Pakistan is heading towards next general elections which are going to be held on February 8, 2024. Unfortunately, elections in Pakistan are always something controversial because political parties would always make allegations of rigging, like plea poll rigging, polling day rigging, post poll rigging, and mostly these allegations are directed towards country's powerful institution of Pakistan Army and the army controlled intelligence agency ISI. Frankly speaking, mostly these allegations are also true because Pakistan's powerful military always wants to bring into power the political party of its choice. It tries to achieve its objective by hook or by crook. It always do everything possible to maneuver the electoral process. Only time when the military's intervention into the electoral process is a little less is the time when the party approved by the military establishment is already popular among the masses. Otherwise, military will do everything possible or not possible to accomplish its mission. Today, Fact Focus is going to start a series of reporting stories about the election issues, and our today's story is about the disqualification of one of the Pakistan's very senior politician whose name is Jahangir Tareen. Jahangir Tareen recently founded a new political party with the name of Pakistan Istehkam Pakistan Party. In English, it means Pakistan Stability Party. Unfortunately, this party is unfortunately or fortunately, this party is backed by the Pakistan's powerful military establishment. Ironically, Pakistan's military is responsible for the continuous instability in the country, and now it has come up with a political party with the name Pakistan Stability Party. Anyways, the today's story is about incident which happened like 13 or 14 years before, because of which the Jahangir Tareen and some members of his family are ineligible or disqualified to contest any elections for their lifetimes. We Pakistanis know about a disqualification, a lifetime disqualification under 621F. By the way, Jahangir Tareen is already disqualified under 621F because the Supreme Court of Pakistan in 2018 declared him disqualified under 621F, declared him dishonest under 621F, and this dishonesty was declared because Jahangir Tareen was failed to declare property which he made in the name of his children in UK, and which was maintained, which was being owned by an offshore company. By the way, this offshore company and this UK property was also reported by me in somewhere in April or May 2016 when I interviewed Jahangir Tareen at his residence in Islamabad. And during an interview with me, he admitted that he owned this UK property in the name of an offshore company. The important or interesting fact was that it was a time when the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, PTI. Jahangir Tareen was associated with the PTI at that time. Rather, he was the most senior leader of the PTI following PTI's chief Imran Khan and Shah Mahmood Qureshi. And he admitted owning this offshore company, and I broke this story back in 2016. And then there was a case in Supreme Court, and when this was established, he was declared dishonest and ultimately become disqualified. And there are reports in Pakistani newspapers which suggest that the current Chief Justice of Pakistan, Justice Qazi Faizi Saab, is working on some plan through a committee of judges to minimize the lifetime disqualification effect of Article 621F. People in Pakistan have different opinion about the disqualification, about the lifetime disqualification under 62(1)(f). Mostly people don't like this article, which was inserted in the constitution by the third military dictator of Pakistan, General Ziaul Haq. uh, I'm also among those people who believe that this is a wrong article and should not be the part of the constitution, because you can never decide about the honesty or dishonesty of a person simply by a court hearing. Uh, but there are some articles which deal with the disqualification and are absolutely good or absolutely correct, and those should be there in the constitution, and any person should be disqualified because of those articles, and those conditions or those rules are enforced in any country of the world. The Jahangir Tareen's disqualification that Fact Focus is going to report today is about the loan write-off. There is an article in Constitution, Article 63, and its subarticle 1N, which discusses about disqualification. And according to this, if any person or any of his dependent will get a loan amounting or totaling to 2 million or more written off, he or she will be disqualified. The exact words, I can read the exact words for you. Disqualification of a member of a parliament. A person shall be disqualified from being elected or chosen as and from being a member of the parliament if, and then the N, there are many A, B, C, I am discussing N. He has obtained a loan for an amount of 2 million rupees or more from any bank, financial institution, cooperative society, or cooperative body in his name or in the name of his spouse or any of his dependents, which remains unpaid for more than 1 year from the due date, or got such loan written off. Uh, I basically want to discuss with you a situation which prevailed in Pakistan back in 1980s, 1990s, when some powerful people, especially powerful businessmen, would acquire loan by using their influence from different banks. Will start a business, make it successful, but in the papers they will show the business has failed and will get the loan write-off. And this was a practice which was done in Pakistan back in time, and Jahangir Tareen is one of those persons who can be accused of doing so multiple times. But the story that I am going to report today is about 2007 incident. Jahangir Tareen was the Federal Minister for Industries and Production under General Musharaf, the fourth military dictator of Pakistan. And while he was minister, he acquired a company with the name of Faruki Pulp Mills Private Limited. Faruki Pulp was a pulp mill near Gujarat, a city in northern Punjab, and he acquired this in the year 2007, and this was almost a dead unit. Later on, Jahangir Tareen became its director in December 2010, and when he was contesting 2013 general elections, the Election Commission of Pakistan at that time requested different state institutions to give reports about those candidates who have filed the nomination paper, a practice which was followed in 2018, I think, as well, and is being followed this year as well. Different organizations or different government organizations mean the Election Commission of Pakistan had requested the FBR, the Federal Bureau of Revenue, FIA, and different utility services providing companies, and FIA, Federal Investigation Agency, and NAB, uh, and State Bank of Pakistan about any loans write-off. In its report about Jahangir Tareen, State Bank of Pakistan in 2013 reported to Election Commission of Pakistan that Jahangir Tareen was the board member of a company, Faruki Pulp uh, Mills, and a heavy mechanical complex, and these organizations defaulted or their loans were written off. Heavy Mechanical Complex was owned by the government, and Jahangir Tareen was the member of the board by virtue of his position in the government. So any liability of write-off could not be imposed on him. But he certainly was the director of Faruki Pulp Mills. Now, what happened? The next day, after this report came to public knowledge, the Jahangir Tareen came up with the letters from 4 different banks, including State Bank of Pakistan, um, and these letters were certifying that Jahangir Tareen became the director of the company Faruki Pulp Limited, which is the central part of this story, which is the you can say center of this story, became the director of Faruki Pulp after the loan was written off. So he was not the director of the company when the loan was actually written off. Um, I have worked at that time as well, and today I'm reporting it with all the facts and all the documents that when I checked the bank's documents, it was revealed that the loan restructuring process was initiated in 2007, and loans amounting to like 109 million rupees by 3 different banks like MCB Bank, United Bank Limited, um, Royal Bank of Scotland, which was later taken over by Faisal Bank, I think. So the loans amounting to 109 million rupees were written off, like in the year 2010, 2010. But and right after the loans were written off, on December 29, 2010, Jahangir Tareen became the director of the Faruki Pulp Mill. Um, on the basis of some information, I examined the audit reports of this company, the Faruki Pulp Mill Limited. According to the audit reports, the Faruki Pulp Mill, its shares were acquired by the Jahangir Tareen through his business JDW Group or Jamaldeen Wali Sugar Mills back in 2007. He signed the deal. He got control of the business. He became the owner of the business, but avoided becoming the director of that company. So basically, whenever a company moves any application with some government department or apply for the loan, mostly the name of the directors are mentioned, and the people who know the corporate structure are aware that a person can be the owner of 80% shares of a company, but still he can opt to not to become the director of that company. And in some cases a person can be a director of or a senior director in the board of a company, but he owns only 1% or less than 1% share of the company. So the real thing is being the owner of the company. The real thing is how much shares of a certain company or a certain business entity you own. So basically, he manipulated. He used his influence to get the company first. He used his influence on the banks, and when everything became clear, he immediately became the director and then the CEO of the Faruki Pulp Mills, a company which was used for many you can say many things later on, like many instances of money laundering were reported. And Pakistani media reported many good stories, like a senior journalist, investigative journalist Umar Chima reported about different instances of money laundering, which according to the FIA investigations were done using the name of the Faruki Pulp Mill. But these are the stories which we come to know Later on, I am discussing the situation when Faruki Pulp Mill was being acquired by the JDW, Jamaldeen Wali Group. And like I said, that loans amounting to 109 million rupees were written off by different banks in the year 2010, while the JDW became the owner of Faruki Pulp Mill back in 2007. According to the Article 63(1), and any person who had a loan of 2 million or more than 2 million written off in his name, in the name of his spouse, or in the name of his dependent children, become ineligible or become disqualified to contest elections for the lifetime. There is no remedy given in the constitution for this. He tries to be clever. He tries to be over clever, by the way, by not becoming the director, but it was not possible, obviously, for him to buy the shares of the company and not getting them registered in his own name, or not becoming the owner of the company, because we know that people don't trust each other and they have to do some basic transactions. And the same was recorded in the audit report, and audit was conducted by a reputable firm like AF Ferguson. This is Ferguson report that Fact Focus is releasing with this investigation, and this is not one audit report. There are two audit reports of the year like 2011 and the year 2012, and the same facts can be confirmed from both the reports. And these reports were removed from the website of Faruki Pulp Mill Limited, but any of the viewers or the readers of this story, if are interested in investigating the facts, they can simply use the Wayback Machine like archive.org. Just type the address of the Faruki Pulp Mill in the Wayback Machine, and then they can opt the year, the previous year, like 2011 or 2012, and they can simply download the reports which are available on Wayback Machine even now, and are obviously the admissible legal evidence for any court to consider. But as in the beginning of this video, I have explained that how Pakistan Army and the ISI control the overall process of the electioneering, and anything that happens is possible or not possible in accordance with their will. Jahangir Tareen is close to the military. Whatever will happen, now we will see. Whatever happens, but anything happening against a politician or a candidate who is pro-military is very difficult in Pakistan. But these are the facts. Fact Focus is releasing all the documents, all the evidences that establish beyond an iota of doubt that Jahangir Tareen acquired Faruki Pulp Mill in 2007 through JDW. Its loans were written off after 2007, and this is this fact and this evidence is sufficient under the Article 63(1) of the Constitution to declare him disqualified. If you have any question about anything, you can just write a comment below this story, or in the comment section of this video, and the Fact Focus will respond to each and every question. Thanks indeed for watching this video. Please subscribe the channel, and as I always say, that investigative journalism is not easy. There is a cost of doing every story, and we don't have resources. You should contribute, and you should support the investigative journalism being done by Fact Focus. You can visit the GoFundMe page of Fact Focus, which is gofundme.com/factfocus, and you can contribute and support the investigative journalism Fact Focus. Thanks indeed for watching the video.